that thing. Like, are we good? Are we live? Are we live? Are we in there? Bing, bing, bang, bang, boom. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure. You want a little quick little countdown to see when this thing is going to go live, and we are live. What's good? What's good? What's good? Hold on. All right. So the audio is good. We just have to check and make sure. So today, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be looking at the 21 times that Kevin Samuels schooled modern day women. And I posed the question. I asked, was Kevin Samuels' approach to modern day women wrong? Y'all let me know down in the comments. What do you guys think? Before we even jump into this video, do y'all think, based on the content that you have seen thus far, do you think that Kevin Samuels' approach to modern day women was wrong? All right. So we have that question. The next question that I have for you guys is, how many of you have honestly sat through an entire live stream and actually watched that thing from start to finish? Because I hear a lot of people that talk about Kevin Samuels and have a lot of negative things to say about him. Most of them have gotten their point of view from other people, or they only have seen clips. All right, so these are clips. Shout out to the channel that we got this from, and it is from, we got to make sure we get credit where credit is due. 21 Studios, man. So 21 Studios actually put this thing together. So we're gonna check it out. So let's go ahead and get into it. I don't know why this thing started at freaking 54 seconds. I don't know. What up with that? Come on now.
I'm asking about ranking, and what's the problem with ranking women?
Okay.
I think I do agree that we rank everything in life. Women, I wouldn't say that we rank. I would use a different word. I think we categorize men.
Categorize, rank, isn't that pretty much the exact same thing? Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, isn't that the exact same thing? I actually just had a conversation with one of the young ladies that I was training about, like, the ranking system. 10s, 9s, 8s, don't use 7s, 6, all the way down to 1s. And what's the issue? I want to know, what's the issue, man?
Which may be a type of ranking. But I mean, so when you say ranking, are you referring to you're comparing them?
Yes.
To each other or just to your standard?
Yeah. No, see, you're 32.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been married?
No.
Any children?
Not yet.
Well, when a man asks you to go out, you decide what man you give your information to and what man you don't give your information to. That's a ranking.
Mm-hmm.
How tall are you?
5'5".
5'5". Do you care if a man is only 5'6" when you date him? That's a ranking. The pause is a ranking.
Yo, notice how she just kind of like, oh, let me make sure. Okay, he's 5'6", I'm 5'5". Yeah, you're ranking him.
Yeah, see, y'all have no problem. Y'all got no problems with ranking men. Mm-hmm. If a man was working and making $15 an hour, would you marry him and be with him for the rest of your life if that's all he was gonna make? Minimum $15. $37,000 is what the median income for a male in this country was. You'd be happily married to him and submit to him for a lifetime?
If he's married to me, that's gonna change. So
no.
Come on, fam, man. Just answer the question, man. If the average guy got what you right now, he's only making about $37,000 per year, whatever, would you be willing to accept that man as he is? Would you?
No. I said if he's just an average man. See, y'all all think y'all have the power. No. See, y'all all think y'all have the power of Thanos to make be not what it is. I said if a man was just an average earning man. See, the fact that you can't even.
I can't. You're right. I can't live off that because.
Sure you can.
If anything were to happen to me, and if he would have to take care of everything, I wouldn't be able to sustain. Like I would have to.
What do you mean you couldn't sustain? I mean, half the country's doing that.
I mean, like I would have to change some things. If we were living just off his income, I would have to change a lot.
Did you go to college?
I'm curious, right? Like, let's say, for instance, if she did get to that point where she did get married to a guy that's making $37,500 or whatever he said, and say for instance, like she said, something happened, whatever, and she had to quit her job, and he had to pretty much pay for all the bills. What's wrong with dialing back? You worked your way to get up to that point. Who's to say you can't get back up there? Like, I don't understand what the issue is. An average guy making average money. You're not one that she asks anything about, this guy's character, his morals, his values. Like, none of those things even matter. We're just gonna focus on the money right now. Like, if he had good character or not, she didn't say
I did.
Did your mother go to college?
She didn't.
Your father go to college? Did your father go to college?
He has a trade.
So your mother and father didn't go to college. They made you. And it's funny that the very people who come from nothing got so high of a standard for the next group of men.
So let's go ahead and dial that back real quick. Do you guys believe that his approach was wrong? All right. Do you guys believe that his approach was wrong before we move to the next one? I'm going to go ahead and say, oh, yeah. Y'all shopping dog store, man. Cool. That's what this merch is, man. Godspeed, all right? We got the whole merch on. The video will be going out a little bit later on, man. Shout out to my dog. But, yeah, do you guys think that his approach was wrong? All right, let's get into the next. I'm going to start.
What does a traditional housewife entail?
Someone that don't have their damn house coat on. You are in a freaking bathrobe, and most of them understand that there are millions of people that watch this guy's platform, and you're sitting on here in a freaking bathrobe.
You tell me, because you said you're not one. You picked the right one.
Housewife. I'm just imagining kind of being a slave.
What?
So.
Wow. She said when she thinks about being a housewife, she's thinking about being a slave. Being a housewife means you don't have to work. The only thing that you technically have to take care of is the household. That's it. Being a housewife is you're around the house pretty much fixing, but cleaning up, fixing food and cleaning up things or whatever. Being that man's help me. Those women that are fortunate enough to stay at home and don't have to work, you don't have to work. All right. There's an option there. You don't necessarily have to work. If you want to work, then cool. But some of the housewives that I know, some women be shopping. They out there literally living their best life. You're talking about slave, like what? Where do they get this mindset? A housewife, she's thinking about us.
Oh,
Let me stop you right here. Let me stop you right here. Where are your people from?
My mom's from Trinidad and my dad's from Jamaica.
What?
So I see that's
hold on.
Why?
We don't need white supremacy racism. When all we got is this, that you think that the women who came before you were slaves.
They were housewives.
It's not that necessarily, but just what I'm seeing in the media and just all around me. I see women trying to be this housewife for men, traditional housewife for men, and they're just getting like.
What are you talking about? When a woman.
I want to know because she said something about in media. You mean like pretty much what other people control? Like people control the media. They're showing you exactly what it is that they want you to see. And I want to ask a question. I don't know where he's going to go with this, but I want to ask a question. Were any of the women in your family or anybody around you, were they housewives? And you mean to tell me like this is how they're being treated like slaves? Like what? Where are you getting this?
Who's? Let's do it. Let's do it. Traditional housewife. What media are you talking about?
So let's. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I want you to define what traditional house.
No.
Because in my mind, traditional housewife is being home.
You can overtalk me. That's how we don't do that. Stick it down. What media are you talking about?
Social media.
Here's one thing you need to do before
Man,
buying
listen,
anything.
bro. Hey, man, look, please let this dude cook. This is insane, man. When she thinks about a housewife, she said that she's thinking about a freaking slave, man. If anything, those women that are going to work, those are the ones that, honestly, that I hear that are out there slaving. Like working those crazy freaking hours trying to support themselves, man. Like the women that are housewives. Man, let me let him cook, man. That's crazy.
Where do you see traditional housewives in social media?
Everywhere.
Do you?
Well, I mean, that I know of, just women getting taken care of and not working. No.
Hey, no. What she just said. A woman that's getting taken care of and not working. You're being taken care of, and how are you putting these two things together? Come on, man.
So that's what a traditional housewife is, taken care of and not working.
To me, yes.
Oh, okay. So, and that's getting the shit into the stick?
From what I've seen so far, yes.
Man, listen. Oh, man. Right there, he was just asking questions. I don't think that there was really anything wrong with that second clip, honestly. And most of the time, he's pretty much just asking questions and just basically allowing these people to show their hand.
So you're supposed to teach you how to be a wife.
How to be a wife, yeah. So how to be a wife, you can learn that from your mother, yes, but I was raised by my father. Now my mother is in my life right now, but I could say that my father taught me how to be a wife.
Huh? What? I want her to break that down. I really want to know what that looks like.
Or a woman to a man. I could say that. And how to be one exactly.
A woman to a man and a wife. What?
Because the way women teach us how to be a wife and the way men teach us how to be a wife are completely two different.
Are you married?
No, I'm not. I was engaged, but I'm not married.
See, men customize women for them.
See, but that's the thing. My father didn't customize. I'm 31.
Wow, what happened? What happened? Man, hold on. Before we get into the next clip, I kind of want to run it back real quick. Hold on.
I could say that. And how to be one exactly. Because the way women teach us how to be a wife and the way men teach us how to be a wife are completely two different.
Are you married?
No, I'm not. I was engaged, but I'm not married.
See, men customize women for them.
See, but that's the thing. My father didn't customize.
Your father isn't going to customize you. See, here's the thing, right? A young lady and her mom, the woman that's in her life, is supposed to teach her somewhat like the basics, right? Understand how to cooperate with a man. You're going to get certain knowledge from your mom or the woman that's in your life, young ladies. And they're supposed to teach you somewhat like the basics. Understanding, giving you a sense of awareness and all of those good things like that. And when you get with the man, he's going to mold you into the wife that he wants you to be, the wife that you need to be, the wife that he wants, the wife that you should be in order to align yourself with him, so to speak. If you think, I don't like to use this terminology, but if you think about something similar to like Coming to America, whatever you like. I was speaking to one of my friends the other day, and we were talking about something similar to this. And I was like, you don't really realize it, but you were raised to be a traditional woman. Like, you know, we oftentimes talk about this a lot, but sometimes she seems like she's upset about, you know, not having like certain experiences and stuff. I was like, listen, that's beautiful to a man. They love that. Like most guys don't want to get with a young lady that already had all of these different experiences and everything. Most guys want to get with a young lady, and I want to show you the world. Like I want to show you that the world is bigger than the city that you live in. Like that right there is just another reason to kind of like poke your chest out, man. Like, yeah, man, me and my girl, we did this for the first time. You know, she's never experienced this. The fact that I was able to share that experience with her, this being her first time, that pure mindset, if you know what I mean, like that is a beautiful thing. And to get with a young lady that you're able to mold and you know, well, yeah, just say mold into that person that you want them to be, man. That's beautiful. Lady,
I'm 31.
What do you want to talk to me about?
You said she's 21.
You know, I'm a boss woman. I just was out at my booth, you know, doing my pop-up shop today, and I went to college, and I believe that I can have a family one day. I believe that.
How many kids you got?
No kids.
Okay. You believe you can have a family? Okay.
Yeah, I believe I can meet my match.
Hold on,
I
hold
believe
on,
that I
hold
can
on,
find
hold on,
someone
hold on.
that.
Roll it back. No.
Oh, sorry.
We don't do.
I'm
We
sorry.
don't know. We don't overtalk. That's one thing we don't.
I'm sorry. I'm getting people go to my page, my website, because I'm talking to you. So it's like, wow, I was shocked that.
Well, turn off the comments and have the conversation.
Let's talk. Help me out.
Look. She excited once. I'm not mad at it though. She talking about people coming to her page and everything. Hey, this is another opportunity for you to go ahead and get on, man. I'm not mad at it. But during this time, honestly, this time she needs to make sure that she's being that best representation of herself. The fact that he have brought you onto his platform to have a conversation, this is when you need to be displaying that best version of you. This is not the time to act crazy and do the most, because let's just say your potential husband is out there looking, and you could mess up your chances by showing a certain type of behavior. All right. And not willing to be quiet for a second. Like if that man can't have a conversation where we can communicate and sort of kind of like go back and forth, and you understand the importance of not over talking him, like don't shoot yourself in the foot. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, Kevin.
I don't know why. I mean, if you already have it all figured out, why you need my help?
I mean, I want to help your viewers too see my point of view and talk to you and have a conversation.
I don't think my viewers want to hear a woman tell them anything.
I don't want to tell them. I want to answer your questions.
You said you wanted to talk to me.
Go ahead. I just want to talk about your
conversation
about how I can meet my match. How can I make?
I don't know what your match is. I don't know what your match is. What do you want?
I want someone that, you know, can match my drive, my ambition, you know, someone that can bring to the table what I bring to the table as a woman. You know, I want someone that can meet, you know, my match.
Mm-hmm. How's that working out for you?
It's been working out great, but, you know, honestly, I don't think guys at this point in my career are what I need to focus on. Like, I just want to focus on myself. And then when I get to a level where I'm comfortable, you know, I want to settle down, and that's what's in my vicinity.
Man, oh my goodness. This is what we see a lot now. Young ladies that think that this is the smart route to go. Let me focus on my career first. And then after, like she said, after I get to a certain point, then we can go ahead and focus on the other things. We can go ahead and focus on the more important thing, which is settling down, you know, getting a husband and having children, you know, being married, all of those good things in my best years, in my prime years, when I can be spending it with somebody that, again, that values me and I value them. I can be spending this time and these opportunities to go out and travel and experience the world with my person. Instead of me doing that, I'm gonna focus on my career. I'm going to focus on getting money. And now I'm even going to speak to this young lady in particular. I'm just going to put this thing in general, right? Just speaking in general. Most of the people that do that, most of the women that are focusing on their career step are working regular jobs. 30 to maybe $50,000 a year. I'm going to focus on my career. I'm going to focus on my education. And you're getting more and more debt. And you're not making that much money. When in most cases, those people that say they want to focus on their career, most of them are bad. They're living paycheck to paycheck. And I'm not saying that living paycheck to paycheck is a bad thing. What I'm saying is you're prioritizing the wrong things. You should be prioritizing, getting yourself together, getting yourself right mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, and start putting that bait out to find you a husband, find you somebody that's, going to treat you like you want to be treated. Find someone that you can spend the rest of your life with, spend your time with. Y'all can go and share those experiences and stuff together. Like, listen, I've never been with that hot girl summer. I've never been with the women going on those girl vacations and all of that other stuff, but they still sitting out here single. And man, I'm not really gonna get into those things too much, but we see this far too often with people prioritizing the wrong things. And I do not believe a woman, a young lady, especially in the ranges of 21, 18, 21 or whatever to 30, that I don't think that's the time that they need to be focusing on their career. They should be laser focused on becoming the best version of themselves and finding someone, especially in their prime, where they can honestly get with. Because I don't believe that nobody on this earth is supposed to be alone. Like, I think that we do much better when it comes to being in groups, being in relationships and things like that. We thrive off of that, especially when you align yourself with the right person. Man, it can honestly change the trajectory of your life because you have vetted that person correctly and you're not moving just based on feelings, but you're really moving in logic and you're really paying attention. You're not just out here just dating just to date, but it's a purpose behind it.
What percentage of men earn $650,000 or more?
Well, from the conversation I heard you speak about earlier, it sounded like it was less than 10%.
10% of men earn $100,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top 5%, around $250,000. 300,000, you start dropping around 3%. You get over 500,000, you're talking about 1%. And you're talking more than that. So you're talking about a fraction of a percent. So if a man, they can meet that, and how tall, you said, I'm tall, 5 what?
Say that again?
How tall are you again? You said you're 5 what?
I'm 5'5", 5'8" with heels.
Okay. So how tall does he need to be?
Anywhere like 5'8" and taller. I'm flexible.
Okay.
Wait, I'm confused. Is she saying this guy has to make over? Ain't no way. What percentage of men earn $650,000, man?
If this man can meet your socioeconomic standard, which is rather on the higher side.
If you have a man that's 5'8", making $650,000, how many men on earth do you believe make that type of money? And out of those men, do you think that those guys are going to be willing to get with a young lady such as yourself that feel like she deserved that and nothing less?
Most women's. What do you think a man who makes that kind of income, what are some of the things they would want from a woman?
I definitely feel they want a baddie, for sure.
A what?
A baddie. Like, they want somebody who is like a 10 and 10. for sure. Somebody who's well kept, well put, dresses well, speaks well, articulate, great conversation, can be in a crowd with anybody and be able to be put together.
You just described a man.
I described a man.
Mm-hmm. You're describing the prototypical Tyler Perry Sex and the City metro female fantasy.
I mean,
You said you had a 9-year marriage.
You would have said something about a peaceful woman, someone that's going to bring him peace, a nurturing woman, a feminine woman. She did say something about, upkeep and all those things. Yes, absolutely. But I think, honestly, at the forefront of those things is definitely going to be peace, a peaceful, agreeable, not a young lady that's saying yes all the time, but someone that understands that, listen, a man don't want to sit there and argue and go back and forth with you, especially as much as I hear it. Like, guys don't want that. But that's probably at the forefront of things. And the fact that she didn't say that, or we didn't hear that in this clip, it's unfortunate.
That you divorced from, and you had a relationship that you left because he cheating.
Yeah.
And you never cheated?
I have.
Exactly.
Ugh, man. I don't understand why people get in relationships and just sit out here and just sleep around, bro. Like, just be single, man.
And how long ago did that end?
About maybe 7 years ago.
And what have you been doing since then?
Well, that's when I started working on myself.
But see, that's what I don't understand. 7 years, man. I'm not 37 or 44. Jesus Christ, how long are y'all supposed to French toast work? What do you need from a man financially?
For him to hold it down.
What does that mean?
So what that means is, as a woman, and
Put a dollar value on it.
Yeah, come on, man. Stop beating around the bushes. Go ahead. Hey, talk to me straight. Let me know, what is the dollar amount that a man needs to be earning in order for him to quote unquote hold it down? I need to know. Man, listen. Good grief. She better not say 100K. She better not say nothing over no doggone 100K.
Don't give me the yearbook answer.
At least a minimum of 6 figures. Minimum.
He's laughing. One, because I know he's gonna say something about her age. And I haven't seen this freaking clip. I wish I would have watched that doggone clip.
My problem is that I tend to attract narcissists.
You are what you attract. I'm still trying to keep a straight face. In most cases, you are what you attract, or you have so many people out there that like to shift these type of things. Right? They try to point the blame and say that these people are the narcissists, or these people are the controlling ones. When in reality, when you put a flashlight on them, their lifestyle, how they live and how they operate in a lot of different cases, it really just be them.
And I'm the complete opposite of a narcissist, like I'm bored.
Oh, okay.
And I know I'm literally saying, like, I'm
bored is a reason a lot of women leave. But see, so honestly, what men hear is there's no reason to be a good guy because.
Wow. She looking for a thrill. So if you guys didn't hear, because I was running my mouth, why women leave men. And one thing that he's talking about is, it sounded like she said something about boring. Those guys are boring, being boring. Although it might be boring or whatever, man, you can always find the joy, find the happiness, find the excitement in something. It's just how you go about looking at things. That comes to pretty much anything in life. Work, school, the gym, your mate, the person that you're in a relationship with, whatever. You have to find the fun, the happiness, the joy, or whatever in those things. Like you can find a way. We as adults, we create stuff every single day. You know, whether it's trying to not work as hard, not work as much. You spend so much time trying to make those other things make sense. But when it comes to relationships, being in relationships with people, the first thing y'all want to do is y'all want to jump ship. The first thing you want to do is you want to leave the person. Instead of the person that you're spending all of that time, that energy, that effort, and those resources and all those things with, instead of me pouring into that to make that thing better, I'm just going to jump ship. When I'm sitting over here at a freaking job that I have literally had for the last past 10 years that I cannot stand, they stress me out. I'm stressed out. I don't want to be here. But still, you pick and choose to stay there when there are plenty of other jobs that will probably pay you a lot more. But you sit there and you put up with that mess. But when it comes to relationship, because you say that the person is boring, that gives you enough ammo to go ahead and just leave. You know what? I'm good. And I respect it, but I'm telling you, a million times out of a million times, those people that think and move that way, they are literally living their worst life right now. Man, you know what?
You know, when I was a good guy, women left me. But when I became a player, that's no problem.
Facts. And he's speaking facts with that. When I first got into school or whatever, man, I was pretty much like the quiet guy, closed off, didn't really say too much. It wasn't until I started brushing people off and being mean. They started labeling me as, you know, a different type of guy, which I wasn't. You know, I still chose to hang around, you know what I'm saying, what they would call like the quiet people, the nerds, the lanks, whatever you want to call, still chose to hang around those people, even though most people, because of my background and me getting in trouble or whatever, they kind of deem me as the type of guy that he's described. And man, they were going crazy.
There's not many options. That's another thing.
Oh, there are plenty of options. 51% of black men are single and childless. 64% are in the middle class.
Now, I hear Kevin Samuels say that a lot. I don't know how true that is. Like, I've seen somebody down in the comments on one of the comments saying that wasn't true. They threw up some stats, some data and statistics, but I don't know how true either one of that is. If what he is saying is true, it's not crazy, because again, when I go back and I look at the guys, the average guys, what they call lame, the nerds or whatever, most of those dudes were just average dudes that just chilled. And the guys that they deemed as popular, those were a small percentage of guys. Those were, you know, the type of guys that most of those women wanted. They wanted to be with them. And when I think about it, you know, most women are still pursuing, as we've seen in the clip before, and in this clip right here, most women are still going after those bad guys. So, you know, because they want the thrill. They don't want the boring guy. They don't want the guy that's going to go work that 9 to 5 and do these things. They want the guy that's in the streets. They want the guy that got that swag. They want the guy that, you know, that's been in trouble, that's been in jail, that, you know, have children already or whatever. In a lot of different cases, they're choosing those type of men versus the quiet or boring type of guy.
See what they're not.
But a lot of them are ugly.
Oh, no. First off, check that. Because you start that shit, I'm going to get real raw with you.
But
I'm going to get real raw with you. Check that shit. Because I have not made any.
See, here's the thing, man. You have young ladies like this, man, talking about, man, she said a lot of them are
presumptions about looks or anything with you, so I'm not going to insult men.
You can't. I look a mess now, but I don't think I have to settle with a man that I don't find
Okay,
handsome.
let's do it. Well, what would you rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? Just your face. You cannot use 7.
A 10.
Oh, poor baby. Now let's try this again.
So I'm not.
You are not the most beautiful woman in the world. Cosmopolitan ain't trying to get you to be on the cover. People ain't deemed you one of the most beautiful women in the world. You first thing you came out of your mouth, you said you're a 10, and you're not a 10.
My face is not
I'm curious, guys.
a 10.
Right now, again, he's just basing it just on face. We don't know what her body looks like or anything like that. Would you deem this young lady as a 10? On a scale from 1 to 10, what would you say that she is? And I'm not trying to be funny right now. And what we don't do is we don't, look at the weave, the makeup, all of those things. I'm talking about fresh face out of the shower. Like this right here is the representation. Just judge this right now. Would you guys agree and say that she's a 10? Would you even say that she's an 8? I think that this young lady, not trying to be funny, is probably a 5. And that's not a bad thing. That's an average. Like on a scale from 1 to 10, I will put her in the average category. 6 is above average. Don't use 7 because everybody's default is always 7. 8s, 9s, and 10s are among like the most beautiful, and that's universal. No matter where you go, no matter who you talk to, most people are going to say that you're pretty, that you're beautiful, that you're handsome, or whatever. You get people that come up to you, every week or whatever that tell you that you're handsome or that you're beautiful. If you're not getting those type of results in life, or when you date is normally 8s, 9s, and 10s. When people approach you, the type of people that are approaching you are 8s, 9s, and 10s. See, the thing is, a lot of people always try to say that's subjective and all. Are you getting those type of results? The type of people that you normally date, the type of people that you know that normally walk up to you, like, are they 8s, 9s, and 10s? Are people universally saying that you are a pretty, beautiful, or handsome person? Just keep it a band, man. We got to always look at the results. A 10?
I don't have no makeup on, and my hair is not done, and this is all real hair.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
I think I'm definitely a 10.
No, man. It look like you smoke too much for that, honey. No, man. We ain't doing that. No.
Cool. I bet you do.
Wow.
Meet Google Pixel 8 Pro.
Wow.
Capture the cosmos.
And the issue is young ladies like this, her friend group, social media, people that she surrounds herself with, she's living in illusion. She's living that type of lifestyle where I guarantee everybody around her is feeding her this BS instead of keeping it a band and keeping it honest with her. And that's not even trying to be mean, but I'm going to be real with you. Do I honestly believe that you are a 10? Would I put you up there in the, Megan Good category, the Nia Long for, the older crowd? Would I put you in those type of categories as, with those type of women? Come on, fam. What we doing?
When was the last time you did any runway modeling or print modeling?
I've never been involved in that.
Why not? 10s, that's what 10s do.
Not all 10s.
Oh, yeah. Not all 10s, but you know what? You live in New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. See, when you're a 10, people discover you at the bank, at the bodega, at the gym.
That happened when I was younger. My
Yeah,
father.
yeah. Okay, we're going to keep on moving. You're not a 10. You're living in, and a lot of you ladies just say this because
I'm not a 10.
You're not. You're not a 10.
What would you rate me as? My face.
I'm not going to, no, you're not a 10 because you're rating yourself up there with Rihanna and Halle Berry when she was young. That's what you're rating yourself.
What would you give yourself?
Listen, I really want to know what you guys think. What would you rate her? What would y'all rate her? She said that she's a 10. I would say not a 10, not an 8. I think of maybe like a adjustable 5. Like a 5 on any other day if she fixed herself up, a 6. That's average to above average. That's not bad. That is not, a 5 is not bad. I don't think a 5 is, being disrespectful or anything like that. Average is not a bad thing. Now, below average, people throwing shots at you. But come on, man, you got to be real. Somebody in her corner got to be real.
On a scale from 1 to 10, fresh face out of the shower, your natural hair, you cannot use 7.
Now, what would y'all rate her? She's not a bad looking young lady. Like, I would give her a 6. I would give her a 6. I think she definitely looks better than a young lady that was just up here. If I'm keeping it a band. And I think if she, you know, picks herself up or whatever, she can be a little bit higher than that 6. I think she is probably an adjustable 6. Pretty girl.
A regular schmegler degler day, I'd say maybe a 6.
Amen. She just went down to a 4. God, dog. Yeah, man, come on, man. Regular schmegler. Get your no, I'm just. Well, no, man, come on, man. Like, what do you do?
Okay. I will give you a 6.
Okay.
And a 6 is cute.
Mm-hmm.
A 5 is average.
Yep.
So if you're a cute woman, that's one step above average. Okay. Average means average. You look at your family history, and most people are average, right at the top of the bell curve.
Mm-hmm.
But if you take a cute woman who's overweight, that adjusts her SMV up or down.
Down.
Thank you. So that makes her average. As those two numbers, they kind of average out. You would be an average woman. And as an
Wait. Is she overweight? Is she? Man, I'll tell you, boy, them dogs on them faces, they'll mess you up. They will mess you up. She honestly looks like she's in shape. Fellas, you gotta be careful. Y'all better be careful out here, man. I'm thankful that I'm not on the freaking. You got to be careful. When you see pictures of just faces, run. When you see pictures of just their body, run. Because this young lady honestly doesn't look like she's overweight, man. I'm over here tripping right now.
About an average woman in this country, an average black woman, the average black man in this country earns $41,500 for a lifetime. No more, no less. No Herculean methods, no lottery, no businesses. That's what he's going to make. That's your.
I ain't gonna cap, but I love that. Listen, man, I'm not a fan of lipstick, but I love me some lip gloss. But when I see a woman with lip gloss on, man, I got the salute. I love that. But what I would say, right, one thing that he talked about was fresh face, out of the shower. What do you look like? No weave, no makeup on. Yes, take that into account. 2, that weight. Yes, people do take that into account because that has something to do with your appearance. But, with a capital B, but something that will set you apart from the rest is your mindset. This thing up here, this right here can separate you from all of the rest. You can have a drop dead gorgeous 10 in the face, got a nice bad body, but her mindset is all jacked up. She's one of those modern type of thinkers. Give us some game right now to the young lady. Listen, if you have that modern day mindset, or you're around a young lady that has that modern day mindset, young lady, you could be a 5, right? Average. You could be above, or whatever. You could have a little bit more weight on you, right? But you have that mindset where I'm going to be a man's piece. Not saying that you have to be, like they were talking about earlier, like a slave or whatever. You don't have to be any of those things, right? But you understand that I want to be this man's piece. I want to be this man's help me. And even though I may have a little bit of extra weight on me right now, I am willing to work out. I'm willing to walk. I'm willing to improve myself each and every day. You putting yourself above that 10. I'm telling you, and you can start right now, even if you don't have the man. Even if you don't have a man right now, that mindset alone is going to get you where you need to be. All right. So don't think just because, when I look at my face, I'm average or below average. Just when I look at my body, it's not where it needs to be. We are a work in progress. We can be better. We can do better. But the thing about those 10s, a lot of them are stuck in their ways, because they've had that pretty privilege their whole entire lives. And I promise you, if you work on you, man, listen, that guy that you feel like, you should be getting his attention, or you want his attention, but he maybe being a dodo bird and looking at that young lady, work on you. And I promise you, the tables will turn. I'm telling you, I'm saying.
But what if I have degrees?
Thank you. See, I want you guys to understand. She just asked me, and I told her, what is a woman has her SMV. Now, these women actually think because they can make themselves higher SMV because of a degree. That does not work. Men have never picked women based upon your degree. That is why you could be on fries at McDonald's, but if you look like Kelly Rowland, you can marry a millionaire. But you could graduate from Harvard, but if you look like Precious, you ain't got nothing coming.
Hey, I wanted to piggyback off of that real quick, right? Yes, you can look like Kelly Rowland, but if this right here is not right, that is not going to last. Before you work on anything, you got to go up under that hood and you got to work on this. And that's men and women. Before you get that young lady, fellas, man, I got to flex with this one right here, man. Before you get that young lady that is cooperative, that's submissive, that's, understanding, that's not going to give you a freaking headache every time you turn around, you have to work on you first, fam. Especially those men that have been raised in single parent households, whether it was, just a mother, just a father, or whatever, those guys that are leading with their feelings, leading, with their emotions instead of leading with logic. You haven't had that coach, that teacher to help you to understand how important it is for you to move with your purpose, to move in your purpose. Don't allow anybody to get you off of your square, no matter what they say. Like, put that in your doggone head and almost, I'm not going to say beat it, but continue to push that and get men to understand how important that is. Man, listen, once you start doing the work on you, you start to work on your mindset, they'll come. They will, I ain't going to say they, she will come. She's lurking in the shadows right now. She is waiting on you, fam. But you have to be the man that you're supposed to be before you can take that young lady's hand. And before you can get that type of lifestyle, the lifestyle that I'm talking about, the lifestyle that a lot of guys would absolutely love to have. And listen, fella, you talking about, a guy that's getting, back rubs, foot rubs, feet washed. Man, listen, hand massages, back massages, leg massages, you name it. Cook for, plates being brought to, like all of the stuff that most men would absolutely love to have on a daily freaking basis. It's out there. But do not think for a second, just because you think you're the man or just because you think you're this type of person that you don't deserve anything. You get what you deserve in life. And that's the thing that you have honestly worked for. If you haven't worked for those things, don't expect it.
A lot of my Jewish friends were married during college.
Exactly. And so when I ask you, why aren't you married? You look like I asked you something difficult. Why aren't you married yet?
No, I don't think it's difficult.
Don't want to get married this young?
I love my boyfriend. I'm happy being in a relationship.
Right. You better say that he's gonna see the video, but why?
Oh man. What happened with my boyfriend? Like, just answer the question if you want to be married, man. Who is this young lady right here? Who is this? Is this her? Is that her?
Did you marry him yet?
He wants to get married.
Okay, so he's broke.
No, he's not broke.
So what's wrong with him?
Nothing's wrong with him.
So let me get this right. He's not broke and he wants to marry you, but you don't want to get married. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I never said I don't want to get married.
Well, I asked you, why aren't you married?
We're just not married yet.
How long you been together?
Okay, so I'm trying to get a better understanding. So I'm pausing to get a better understanding. Okay. They're not married yet. He wants to be married. She eventually wants to get married. He's not broke. It sounds like a decent guy. Why? It's not adding up. It's not making sense, man. What's going on?
We've been together. We're going on 2 years.
Why aren't you married? I'll take the 6 months. So let me get this right. He wants to get married.
Mm-hmm.
He's told you he wants to marry you.
Yes.
And you told him to go buy a ring?
Yes.
And he hasn't.
Oh, I have a ring, yeah.
He's dropped on one knee and proposed to you.
Yes.
And you said what?
Of course I said yes.
You-
But we
So what are you talking about? So y'all are engaged. Y'all about to get married, right? They're engaged.
Hold on. Whoa.
Step into Wix Studio.
Man, come on, man. Like, man, people get on this doggone platform, man, and they confuse every doggone body. They confuse themselves. They confusing the host. They just confused.
Of course you said yes. That would make a fiance, not a boyfriend.
Right.
I mean,
No. I was very clear. He dropped on one knee, ring, proposed. You said yes. That makes a fiance, not a boyfriend.
yes.
So why are you calling your fiance your boyfriend?
Because it's very new.
That's bullshit. Most women who
That's
are
not bull-
no, that is bullshit. That is bullshit. When women get engaged to a man they like and they got a ring, they can't wait.
No.
In most cases.
That's why I think about the threshold. Okay. So
in most cases, when a young lady gets proposed to, man, and she says yes, the whole world gonna know about it. In most cases, man, come on. And she's saying that she basically forgot.
That's why I think about the threshold. Okay. So there are several things I'm thinking about, and then I know strategy. So I could take a plumber and have him have an entire business because that's the way that my mind works. And so I would make that work for us.
No, that man, listen, you got some guys. Listen, if this is my trade, this is something that I love to do, man. Listen, don't come mess with me. Don't
put your penis up.
Put your dick.
Somebody laughing.
You see what you just did? You see what you just did?
See how
I gave you a man who's out doing just fine on his own, and you got to go make him earn one and be like you.
Dang. That's interesting. That's another way to think about it, man. So what he's saying is, some people, you're going to have some people out there, right, that are good where they're at. Now, what I say that this is the type of lifestyle that I think that a person should be living, I think, this is just my personal, I think that people should always constantly try to get better, do better, be better. And I think that, it just seems like it's a better type of lifestyle because of the way that the economy is going and everything is going. Like when you stay still and you stay stuck and complacent in certain areas, then life will pretty much pass you by. Like you're making $37,500 today in 2023. If you're still doing the exact same thing and you're making the exact same type of money or whatever, 10 years down the line, and you're in trouble. Like, and if you're getting with, someone, a young lady or whatever, y'all planning on, time not moving in together and everything. This is tough, man. This is honestly tough for me. I don't know.
It ain't gonna work, boo.
It's not. So
because you're gonna emasculate the hell out of him. Because it's like, well, now I've been, Thomas, you've been a plumber for 20 years and you just happy, yeah. But now she got me trying to have a truck and this and that going over here and that. Well, why? Well, because she's used to Birkin bags. She thinks we can become accredited investors. And what's that gonna be like sitting up in the bed on Sunday when Thomas wants to sleep in? Hey, you should get up and start that website. We can do this, we can do that.
Now you see why I say somebody got to be on the same frequency as me, somebody that enjoys preparing and creating.
But you're on a masculine frequency.
Whoa. Hey, we cooking over here, dog. We are cooking. Man, hey, I got some.
Oh, okay.
There she go.
You're not on the right. You're on a masculine freak.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna let this play real quick. Hold on.
Let's see.
Okay.
So if you want somebody on that, okay, are you all right being one of 5?
Oh, I already had this scenario, and I didn't like that.
Well, then are you all right with letting Thomas just be? You're not going to accept Thomas.
Why does Thomas have to be my scenario though? When I'm surrounded by men that are like engineers.
But it's the reason why those guys aren't approaching you. You've been surrounded around those guys for how long? What's the reason why those men haven't approached you yet? What's the reason why you're still single? Like, I'm just asking questions, hopefully to get like a better understanding. Like, sometimes I just put questions out there, hopefully to come up with an answer, or maybe somebody can answer down in the comments. Like, you have certain women out there that, you know, may not look half bad. They may have a nice body. They may, you know, not have children or whatever. And they're around these guys that are single. They're around these guys that are looking for women. Why aren't those men approaching you? Why aren't those men approaching her? I'm curious.
Because they don't want baby mamas. They're 40 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So she did have children. So you're basically saying, you know, even though you're surrounding around these type of guys, those men are not choosing to date you because, you know, you've already started a home or started a family with someone else. And if those men don't have, or they haven't started a family, you know, then maybe they're looking for a young lady that, you know, hasn't given her wound away.
The bottom line is you don't want it to be 50-50. But here's the thing. Okay, so listen, this is important. Ready? Mm-hmm. That means this career you're talking about, you're going to give it up anyway because the real career is your husband. He's going to be bringing in all the money. If you get the man you want, he's going to be the major breadwinner. You are not going to be responsible. So this extra degree, extra thing is all actually not going to an outcome. It's just sitting on the wall.
You think so?
Man, if you have a husband paying 75% of everything and you're paying 25%, you are not in a career. You got a job. He's carrying the lion's share. So why do you need a master's or anything else like that to cover 25%? No. Listen.
Why do you need a master's if you're only covering, or you only want to cover 25% of the bill? Because most people that get them degrees and everything, they don't even do what that damn degree is for. Like they don't even be.
Because this is what so many sisters don't do. They just go talk about jobs and careers and this, but when it gets right down to it, I really don't want to have to be the one responsible for the financial load. I hope God blesses me with a man that I can be, and that's fine. So start with
Google Fi Wireless is making it simple and risk-free.
Huh? And the thing that I love about this is this was one of the first times that I have seen a man, any man, black, white, Asian, blue, purple, orange, red, green, whatever. This was the very first time that I seen a man just be upfront, honest, and straight to the point where everybody, men and women, across the globe, don't care who you are, where you come from, you're more than welcome to come up on this platform, you know, give your spiel. I'm going to ask some questions, get a better understanding as to, you know, who I'm talking to, and give you my professional opinion or whatever. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to hold back. Like, this is my platform at the end of the day, and people come here for the truth. They come here for honesty, and I'm going to give you that exact thing. And he stood on his word. Everything that he said, regardless of how many people could not stand what he said and how he said those things, he stood on that. And that was the first time. This was the very first time that I've seen somebody do it in a manner that I can honestly get what I can respect the heck out of, because it wasn't just towards certain type of people, but I've seen this thing across the board. I have consumed a lot of content from his page, from, you know, different clips and everything. And one thing I will honestly say about him, he always started off being respectful. Hey, what's your name? You know, okay, cool. Now go ahead and give me a spiel. Like, it was never, you know, as soon as they come in, I got beef with them. RT. All right, track week, man. My bad, y'all. Let me boost this thing back up, because I don't know. Did we miss anything?
I have to be the one responsible for the financial load. I hope God blesses me with a man that I can be, and that's fine. So start with the end in mind.
Okay, I need some advice.
Right.
I'm a 37-year-old woman.
Right.
2 children.
Okay.
I do not have a problem.
Oh Lord, I know exactly. Y'all buckle up. Buckle up, man. Buckle up right now. I'm telling you right now, I've seen this clip. I'm gonna tell you right now, buckle up, because it is coming, and it's coming fast. Buckle the freak up.
Getting a man is just, I attract weak men.
We're gonna take it back. I want listen.
Okay, I need some advice.
Right.
I'm a 37-year-old woman.
Right.
2 children.
Okay.
I do not have a problem getting a man. It's just I attract weak men.
Okay.
I am celibate. I've been celibate for 2 years.
What?
I've been celibate for 2 years.
Where'd that come from?
I want to know, is that the reason why?
You 2 people that came out of you. What you talking about? I'm trying to understand what's the philosophy here. You're not a virgin. You got 2 people came out of you. What's going on?
Oh no, you did not.
Oh no, you did not have the nerve to bring vagina out here and close it up at 37 years old with 2 kids out here.
And I'm gonna tell you the reason behind that is because when I do open my
Oh my God. Man, hey, I'm talking about no filter, but keep it in a band, man. Like, seriously. Like, and he's not even trying to be funny right now. That's what making it even funnier to me, man. He's being completely like, man, come on, man. I can't even say it straight.
My legs, the men they get crazy.
P-whipped?
Yes.
So the solution is so let me get this right. So you meet a man that's a high value man, a good guy. You think you're gonna be celibate for what? What? Till you married?
Yes.
You got your goddamn mind. I wish I would meet a 37-year-old with 2 kids and think you gonna separate checks. Separate checks.
See, and I know he's gonna get into it, but what is the logic behind it? I understand. Listen, you want to protect your womb. I understand and I respect that. But understand how some of those men are thinking. Like he was just talking about. He's talking about a high value man. He's not even talking about, you know, the average guy that's making, you know, average money. But he's talking about above average earning guy, which most women have said they want. They want a guy that's earning a certain amount of money or whatever, and got their ish together. So you're talking about a guy that has, like, it's not Slim Pickens over here. He got his pick of the list. Like, listen, I can get with a bad chick over here that don't have any children, that understand, that, you know, willing to get on my program, the whole 9. And you're telling me after getting with someone, having 2 children that came out of that thing, and you're telling me that you're going to make me wait until we're married? I'm not saying that anything is wrong with that, but the logic, how most of those guys are going to think, like, you've already had children by somebody. Why I gotta wait? The first question they're gonna have, and she probably did, I don't know. Did those guys have to wait? Like, have you made every guy? And I'm guessing what she got 2 kids, it could be two different guys or whatever. Could be. Did you make that man or those men wait until marriage to get the box? I need to know. Like, let's just go ahead and have a doggone conversation right now. Cause you ain't, man.
Check, please. No, listen, man. I'm making light of it because it is crazy. You're almost 40 years old with 2 kids talking about celibate. You need to be trying to get that away to secure a man.
No.
Listen,
When I do that,
listen. No. You're talking about, okay, what you said is you attract lower value men.
Not really.
Okay, not the right men, crazy men, whatever, not good guys.
Weak.
Yeah, she just said weak. Weak men, that's what he said. Most of the guys that you said, these are words that's coming out of your mouth right now. I'm not saying, I'm just repeating what you're saying. You attract weak-minded men. You're not even attracting, a high-value man or a man with a certain type of mindset. You're attracting weak men, and you expect a guy that's high value to wait, court, whatever, until y'all are married.
Lower value is weak.
Okay.
So when I said if you attracted a higher value man, you think you're going to make him wait until marriage? How do you think that's
sweetheart? I'm gonna tell you like this: my cookies is worth the wait.
Well, first off, check that, sweet. No, your cookies ain't worth the wait because you ain't made nobody wait. You got 2 kids without a marriage.
I was married.
Name me the product.
Oh, okay.
That gained.
So she said she was married. Okay. She said okay. All right.
Value with age and use.
Age and use?
A product that gains value with age and use.
Yeah.
I want to say. I want to say your mind, but I may be different. I may be wrong.
No, I said a product. Where can you go buy a mind? A product.
Oh, a product. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna tell me.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
My camera like it's
let's just talk about your cookies. They're getting older and they've been used.
That don't mean nothing.
You're right. They don't.
Oh, you are Henri.
No, I'm honest. I'm honest, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
What can you, an individual, do about an industry that's dying? Excuse me?
Positive in your own.
Stay positive. There are people there were people who sold horses and buggies. But when the automobile came along, you could have made the best horse and buggy and the best horse whip. You could be as positive as you want. When the market died, you were out of business.
Or you just downsized.
There's downsize for no demand. You can't downsize. How can you downsize if you are a small? That person had a 9-to-5 job.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything online.
All right, I'm trying to wiggle my way into this conversation and see where this thing is going. Because I don't think I've seen this particular clip yet. So we're playing double dutch right now, man. We're just trying to figure out when we're going to jump in the game. Let's see.
Being 1 year in business. And see, what I'm showing you guys is this is a 20-some-odd-year-old woman who was too stubborn sign language to admit that she don't know what the hell she's talking about. This woman is young enough to be my daughter. She ain't completed nothing in life. She didn't even complete college. And that's the point. And this is the problem. And you wonder why women who look like you, who think like you, and who act like you are chronically single. You need to understand what a man that you would want, what he would want in a...
I'm out the screenshot. Man, listen, that doggone setup was bomb, man. When I tell you everything, man, the lighting... We're gonna get our setup there. Y'all see the setup right now, man. That thing looking a little dry right now. We just got like a little little plain background back there. Bless our heart. We gonna get it, man. We gonna reach out to some sponsors and get some stuff together. I've been having some ideas that I want to do, honestly, and I think I got a pretty good idea. I got a pretty good idea of how I want to shift some things around in this room, man, to get my once I start getting my live streams back popping, you know what I'm saying? I got some ideas. Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out.
Girlfriend, wife, or significant other.
Like a good mother.
No,
wife.
no. That changes from every man. That changes from man to man. Where's your father?
Oh, I didn't grow up with a mother or a father.
All right. So, due respect, you don't seem to get that men judge the way we judge. And yes, like I said, you have no problem getting men to pay you attention. You've got no problem attracting men, but getting a man to take you seriously. And would you like to be married?
I would.
Okay, and that's a problem because you're asking a man to become a stepfather.
Okay, I remember this one now. This was a young lady. I believe she was, I'm not sure where she was. I want to say like the Cali area. But yeah, she was single. She had children. She had a nice body. You know, she was really attractive. I think she was like a fitness model or something like that, I believe, man. But yeah, I remember this.
Let's say you're asking me to come in and take care of one man's child, a man's two children. I didn't create those. It's all downside. I've been a stepfather. It's a horrible deal.
What about the men that have children of their own? They want a stepmother.
Well, again, you still act as
like
though
most men at this age.
Okay, listen. I'll answer it. See, you're still speaking as if you have leverage in this thing. And I'm trying to level set you. Even if I have children, I got more options than you. I can go find a woman with no kids because I can afford both of you. If I can afford to take care of you and your kids, I can afford to take care of her and no kids.
Yeah.
Why would I pick you and your kids when I know your kids are not going to? I'm not their father.
One thing that I will honestly say about Kevin, his live streams and the people that he speaks to, talks to, or whatever, is, again, man, right now what he's doing is he's trying to get this young lady to understand, right? He's trying to get her to look at it from the man's perspective. Like, yeah, you say that, you know, she got good kids or whatever, but if a guy is willing to get with you and he has the money to be able to take care of you and your children and himself, it's so easy for him to get out here and get with a young lady, especially if he don't have the kids. Get with a young lady that doesn't have those children. Like, you got to be mindful of those things, man. And I think a big reason why a lot of these people are single is because their sense of awareness is very, very low. I mean, like, they just be going through the doggone motions in life. It's scary.
They'll never look at me as their father. I got all the responsibility and none of the upside of being a biological father. Can I discipline those children like they were my own?
They don't need discipline. They're
see, that's your problem. There you go, right there.
Yeah, nope. Ladies, if you want a man to be in your life, like, he has to be able to discipline those children in some type of way. And that's not automatically, when you say discipline, there are different ways that you can go about handling things, right? If that child is misbehaving, I can take his game away. If that child is misbehaving, I can put him on punishment. If that child is misbehaving, like, I'm able to put certain things into place to ensure that, you know, that child is going to understand that there are consequences behind your actions. And every time that you slip, every time that you do something that you know that you're not supposed to do, we're going to have a conversation about it. But again, there's consequences behind those actions. So when your game is taken, when you're not able to go outside, when you're not able to go to that party, when you don't get those shoes that you want, or whatever the punishment may be, like I need to be able to insert that when need be, because a child that has boundaries, a child that has that sense of awareness that, yo, I know if I do this, then this is going to happen. Most of those children that are out here just doing whatever, man, a lot of times it's because of how they're being raised at home.
I'm not saying we should have a special victim status, but our circumstance is different. We are women. We are less
You're 24 years old. Is your circumstance harder or easier than your grandmother and your great-grandmother?
Exponentially easier. We have access to information we didn't have.
Exponentially easier, but you're handling it worse. Right. Your grandmother, your great-grandmother actually could work with a black man with more trauma.
Because they understood that the black woman and the black man are on the same side. Now that we are all free and independent and we could do whatever we want to, why would we seek to, be one with the black man?
Wow. When I tell you, I'm sitting here listening, I'm like, okay, she's talking wisdom, and then right at the end, you just jump off the cliff like, what? What the heck? What do you realize what you just said? No. Say what you just said.
Thank you. Clip it. Yeah. Slice it. Put it on World Star. She said it, not me. Now that you're independent, you don't need to be with. There you go. There you go. And there you go. There you go, black man. There it is. She's finally got one to say it.
Build businesses with us.
Your grandmothers, and your great-grandmothers had more trauma and more stress and did it better.
Step into Wix Studio, the new web.
I don't know if he muted her. I thought he had kicked off the doggone panel.
If you went to work for a company and you gave them
what that young lady got on, man. Come on, fam. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still looking at this background right now. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be some changes. It is gonna be some mother-loving changes. As soon as I figure this doggone thing out, I promise you it is coming, ladies and gentlemen. It is coming.
5 years. And in that 5 years, they benefited from your creativity, from your ingenuity. They increased their profits. Mm-hmm. All these things happen. You gave them your blood, sweat, and tears, and the employment terminated for any reason. You could not continue to expect to be paid for 6 months. You would cut off at the last day of your employment. You could not go back to that office. You could not use a computer. Listen. I need you to listen. I didn't cut you off. You couldn't use the company car, the company credit card. It would end, and you couldn't say, well, you guys owe me this because you made so much money. That's not how it works. It's over. Do you accept that? Do you accept that in the work world? First off, do you accept that in the work world? That's how it happens.
The reason I don't accept what you're saying is because
in the work world,
unemployment. So
unemployment is not paid by unemployment is not paid. First off, unemployment is not your full salary, and it's paid through the state, and you have to qualify it. If you get terminated for cause, you don't get unemployment. The point is, you're still getting the same benefit as if you were in an active relationship when it's over. So when I asked if he could actively have sex with you, that would be ridiculous. If it would be no more ridiculous than someone expecting to get full benefit of a company when they've been terminated or where they quit.
I was no longer getting full benefit. It was just partial, the home and the car. I was not getting my hair, my nails, my trips, my shopping, my whole entire life anymore. It was just whatever left of it.
I remember some of those clips. So this was a young lady that was with a guy, And whenever they broke up, the guy was pretty much still supporting her financially. I want to say he was still paying for the car, which was like, I don't know exactly what type of car it was. It was like a Range Rover or something. The car payment was ridiculous. And she was staying in this huge freaking condo that was like, I don't know if it was $2,000 or $5,000 a month or something like that. It might have been like $5,000. I don't know. It was just some ridiculous prices. And he's still paying for that, but he did not have access to her. Now, they had not been married. They were just kicking it. And your boy, after the fact, was still making sure that she was good. But I mean, if you got to do it, brother. If you like it, I love it. But that's insane. You still taking care of this woman. You still making sure that she got a roof over her head. You still making sure she's driving a nice car. And you ain't able to tap, man, boy. Hey, fella, big guy. Hey, salute to you. Ain't no way in the head.
Bit that I had because that was what I was stuck with.
Stuck with.
How much money would you want your husband to really earn annually? To live the life you want, to eat, travel, hair, makeup, shopping, caring for family. Come on, give it to me. Don't hide it.
$500,000.
All right. What percentage of men earn that?
1%.
Very little.
What percent?
No, I mean, if you're talking all races, I would think.
I just said what percentage of men earn that?
Oh, maybe like 7% or something.
1%.
Not 1%.
$500,000.
1%.
$500,000.
3% earn around.
What? What world do we live in where people think that money just freaking grow on trees? They think that all these men out here are earning freaking six figures, $100,000, $200,000, $500,000, $650,000. Like in the beginning of the live stream, you had a young lady up here that was like a 5 that was saying that man had to earn at least $650,000 per year in order for her to date him. Date her. Come on, man. Get
300,000 more. 500,000 on the top 1% of all men. And guess what? Men don't go and do what they have to do to become those kind of men. And what age do you think those men are when they're earning that kind of money?
40s.
Right. Or what do men want who have fought in corporate America or fought in the work world for 20 plus years? They want kids and a legacy.
And the reason why he's saying that, because I know it's getting close to the end of the clip, so I want to make sure I provide a little bit of context. This young lady does not want children. She don't want children, but she wants a man that earns this type of money, $500,000. So when you think about 1% of all men on earth, you have to start cutting this thing down. Because, yeah, that's 1%, but we haven't threw in factors, right? We haven't threw in factors of men that would date a black woman or whatever race she is. We haven't threw in, men that over, I don't know if she wants a guy that's over a certain height, right? Because we're not only thinking about the things that he wants, but also the things that, she's willing to get with. So you got to also think about the guys that are heterosexual males. You got to also think about the guys that are single, not married. Like some of those guys may be married. Some of those guys are not looking for, to step out on their wife or whatever. So when you start to throw all of those different factors into play, and also understanding that this is 1% of men, I don't know if it's like global or whatever, but are they in that area? It's so many factors that are going to come into play. And then you got to understand, what do you have to bring to the table? Like, what is this man getting that's going to make him choose you over all the rest of the other women that are around him 24/7 that would absolutely love to get with a guy that's making over $500,000 a year? What is going to make him choose you over the rest of those women? Come on, man.
True, but I do want kids now. That was my past.
But that's just, but that's recent. What you said earlier was what I believe to be the truth. I want to focus on my husband. Great, that will make you a good first wife or starter wife. But typically, men want legacy. They want a woman who's going to give them 3 or 4 kids for that $500,000 they're earning, because they got to pass it on somewhere. They don't want to leave it to their dog. So the kind of men you're dating probably are these guys who want a woman to do the power couple thing. Y'all on some 50-50 splitting the bill kind of shit, which is fine.
Oh no.
And also, I want to also put this out there. During this conversation, basically this woman was just basically talking about how selfish she was with her time, with her body. And the way that she looked at, when it came to having children and everything, man, and he was just trying to get her to understand that, most guys are seeing this, they're hearing this, and they're thinking, like, this is a very selfish person. I don't look at this woman as being a good mother, as being a person that's going to be nurturing to, my children, our children. And if those men are leading with logic, and they're paying attention to this live stream, because millions of people have seen that video, they're like, yo, there's no way in the world that I would get with this young lady, be with her long term, and let her be the mother of my children. It's not going to happen.
The misperceptions and misconceptions about some of the things I said in that video that I want to go through real quick. First,
how does the best basketball player of all time make?
Well, I tell you, boy, they gonna get enough that LeBron James and
okay. I don't think all men are trash. And I also want to again
came in and shut this down. Tommy Lauren is teaching black women a very valuable lesson. A very valuable lesson. What is that? You cannot just drag men and get away with it. The point I made is, notice Tommy's demeanor. Notice how she's coming in to fix this.
Yeah. See, the thing is, back then you may be able to get away with it. But the way social media is going now, no ma'am. No ma'am, no ham, no cheese, no turkey. It's not happening anymore. Now men are starting to speak up. It's starting to be a little bit more vocal. And anytime you say some crazy mess, understand that they come. They are coming. They will shut you down. Like my boy said on Cradles of the Grave.
She said all men are trash. That's what she said. All men are trash. She didn't edit anything. She doubled and tripled down. She was full of that.
At first, but you got to understand where them paychecks is coming from. The paycheck thing, just and especially depending on what platform you're on. In most cases, the people that you bashing, that's the people that make sure you get that paycheck, fam. Yeah, you can make money through social media and everything, but if you say some egregious stuff that's out of the way, then you run the risk of being canceled. That's the real thing now. If you look at the young lady, the therapist, what is it? What's her name, man? We might actually look at that video next. But the therapist that they were basically bashing men and saying that men, y'all, I forgot how she put it, man, but she was telling black men that they need to go to therapy, which I agree. I agree that, most of us honestly do need therapy, but it was the way and how she said it. And how she tried to double and triple down on that, and eventually, some things end up happening. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I just want people to understand that there are consequences behind your actions. You just have to be careful about what you say and how you say things.
Because she didn't get any pushback. Why? Because this playbook had worked in the black community for 50 years. But see, the white community, other communities, where they have family system, patriarchy, family values, if nothing else, they have seen what is happening in our community. What happens when you let this gender war take root?
Yep.
Men are pushing back.
Shut you down.
And they are shutting this crap down. Tommy Lawrence got something to teach you. Think about it. This was going on in our community for 50 years. This didn't even get a week. She made a video on Monday, and on Thursday, she was back. She was moonwalking backwards like a mug. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot.
Oh Lord, here we go. This is the infamous. Good grief, man. This is one of the main reasons why that channel really blew up during the pandemic. This is the average at best. And keep in mind that this young lady called herself average first. And he pretty much just repeated it.
Not you 7.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up 5, but when I put myself together 6.
Okay. And how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size.
I'm sorry?
Your dress size.
A 3.
Okay. So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average looking women tend not to get high earning men.
Unless you got with that guy before the money, or you have a certain type of mindset that separates you from the rest. So you see this young lady right here, right? She gives herself a 5. She need to take all of that extra mess off, like the lipstick. I don't think that that's honestly helping her any, right? And I don't know how long her hair is or whatever, so we're not even gonna pay attention to that. Take that stuff off of your face, and what you have is an average young lady. An average young lady with a decent sized body, right? She says she wears a 3, and she has a doggy daycare business where she earns a certain amount of money. She earns enough money to be able to take care of herself. That's the only thing that matters. As long as you are doing what you need to do as an adult, then cool. All right. So that's going for her. That's going for the fact that, you know, she's able to take care of herself. Her priorities are in order. She has a business. She says it's a successful business. She's earned over 6 figures. Cool. Good. Take care of yourself. You're good. So again, the appearance, she's average. She's a 5. Body, she wears a 3. That's good. That means, you know, you keep yourself up. That's a good thing. Now she did have a child. Now that's not a plus in a lot of men's book. That's a negative. All right. So that means I have to take care of, I have to somewhat be responsible if, you know, you and I were to get together. So, you know, that's kind of going against you. What's going to separate you from the rest, though, is that mindset. And this young lady, the way that she thinks when it comes to certain things, it needs some work. But I don't think that she was one of those young ladies that's going to be like extremely combative, like, you know, that's going to give a lot of push, because she is older. So that is kind of like going against her a little bit as well. But from the conversation that I heard, she didn't seem like she was extremely aggressive, man. I think that this will honestly be a young lady that could get on somebody's program. She just needs a little bit of coaching.
They tend to get average men.
So,
did you, I mean, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest.
My camera about that.
You're 35 years old and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
Facts. Most of the time they don't. Most of the time those guys, when they get to a certain level, then they want a young lady that's going to be able to match, you know what I'm saying, what they're bringing. When I bring a young lady around me or whatever, I want to make sure she's able to match my fly. You know what I mean? If I've worked my butt off to get to this point, I want to make sure, you know, when I bring a young lady around these people, I want to make sure, you know, again, she's matching my fly. So this right here, battery is exhausted. Dadgummit. All right, guys. So my camera has went out. Shout out to the Sony A7 Mark IV, man. You tried, man. It's all good. Anywho, so we're gonna keep this thing rolling, man. We're gonna go ahead and check out MTR's page, guys. And this is the TikTok therapist. All right, the TikTok therapist that was on there shaking her butt, you know, talking trash about men and whatnot. And unfortunately, she ended up losing her job because of that. But yeah, we're gonna see, man. I'm pretty sure MTR is gonna give us a backstory about all of this. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. All right. Go ahead and skate past this. Let me tell you something, man. Those individuals have incredible freaking balance. I just want to say that.
I'll leave a link in the description. And yet another episode of the inmates running Arkham Asylum. I told y'all so. I hate that I'm so accurate when it comes to these things. But yeah, I did a video none too long ago entitled The Rise and the Fall of the TikTok Therapist. You see, I posted to the channel about 4 months ago or so, almost 230,000 views. Wait, hold up. Gotta like your own shit. If you don't, no one will. Hello. Anyway, I uploaded this video, and in it, I was going over this lovely young lady who got popping, essentially talking down to men. Oh, but wait. She is a licensed therapist attached to a professional organization, talking shit on men and what men should be doing and releasing private information regarding those men in subtle little ways. I'll leave a link in the description to this particular video. It's a fantastic breakdown because I break down in chronological order how she got popular and then how she lost that popularity and then the dwindling or the spiraling mental health within that time as she continued to record her buffoonery for the public to see. The most egregious portion of it is how she feigned accountability for what she was doing as it being unprofessional or what she was doing as it being wrong, and instead took to her socials to continuously blame the same men that she was talking to while begging for money.
Okay, since some of y'all need the confirmation from mental health professionals, if you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. If you want to be a slut, be a slut. If you want to go thought it out in the street.
Hold on, y'all. Damn it. I thought, dadgummit. Hold on. Shit. All right, hold on. We're going to try this one more time. Let me go ahead and bring this up. My fault, y'all. All right, again, this is the TikTok therapist, and I'm going to take it back a little bit. There we go.
Wait, hold up. Gotta like your own shit. For the public to see. The most egregious portion of it is how she feigned accountability for what she was doing as it being unprofessional or what she was doing as it being wrong, and instead took to her socials to continuously blame the same men that she was talking to while begging for money.
Okay, since some of y'all need the confirmation from mental health professionals, if you want to be a hoe, be a hoe.
Wow.
If you want to be a slut, be a slut. If you want to go thought it out in the streets, buy this. Be in the streets, but definitely be safe about it and try to find people that are reasonably sane. But other than that, YOLO, shake that shit open. Because you know why? Because you know why you're going to die. And you want to be in your dead baby like, damn, I should have slobbed on this dog. Like, come on, you want to be there? No. You want to tell your grandkids, yes, I was starting. I was popping.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to stop it right here. I'm going to stop it right here because I don't want to show her twerking.
A couple days ago, Psychology Today released this article about the rise of lonely single men.
Please, with all your spirit gusto, go click back on that video. I've been telling y'all motherfuckers that y'all are going to be single for the rest of your life if you do not increase your emotional communication skills, emotional intelligence, or any of these things. The Psychology Today article that my good sis is referencing is nothing but proof that these podcast alpha male bullshit ass father issue having ass motherfuckers is forcing y'all to a lifetime of singleness.
Now, I have done an entire video debunking that entire Psychology Today article, but a lot of people use that as data, credence, information to talk badly about male-focused content.
And listen, fellas, before you get into the space, you know, there are a lot of guys that want to do podcasts, a lot of guys that want to give this spiel. You're going to have to develop. You're going to have to hopefully have and develop some thick skin, because people are going to be coming at you left and right about your opinions. People are going to be coming at you left and right about your behavior. People are going to be coming at you left and right about your past. People are going to be coming up to you and trying to, you know, just do a deep dive and find any and everything wrong with you, your past, your lifestyle, or whatever. You're going to have thick skin, and you're going to have to stand on your square no matter what. As long as you know exactly who it is that you are, and the reason why you're getting into the space, hopefully, is to create a sense of awareness, to just have a conversation and hopefully try to get people to become the best version of themselves, you know, and work on yourself and show people in real time that you are trying to do and be better. Listen, man, this is not easy. I do not recommend this for everyone. You know, most people, they want to get into it and they just want to think about just the money. Yeah, it seems like it's good, but trust and believe, man. Guys like MTR, guys like Kevin Samuels, guys like Anton Daniels, those guys literally, or even like people that's on a content creating space. Most of these people have been doing it for years. And most of these people that are really thriving and have made this, you know, out of a business or whatever, it took them years and hours and hours and hours of blood, sweat, tears, research, and effing up, trying to get it right. This thing honestly takes time, man. It takes time, and it's going to take a lot out of it. So just think before you get into this space, man. But don't think that this thing is a walk in the park. Every day that you get up, it's going to be grinding. Every day that you get up, you're going to have to deal with the comments, people getting in their feelings about the things that you say, your beliefs, your content, the things that you post, the people that are under your post, the people that you're doing reactions and stuff to. Like, this is not for everybody. Just understand it, man.
I am in such financial ruin that it causes significant mental health distress. I don't sleep. I can't even afford to feed myself, so I can't even properly take care of myself, which hurts because I don't even have the proper resources to help people. You're like literally hurry up.
I'm gonna say this, man. Like, stuff like that, I don't joke at, and I don't laugh. I don't think that stuff is funny at all. You know, the fact that, you know, people are out here going through those things, regardless of, you know, what type of content they were pushing, you know, the things and stuff that they were saying or whatever. I don't wish those things on my worst freaking enemy, man. Like, you know, not being able to pay for food, not being able to eat, you know what I mean, worrying about and stressing about bills and everything. I know there's a lot of people out there that do that and go through that, but I do not wish that type of stuff on my worst enemy, man. It's tough. That stuff is honestly tough, man.
My resources. It fucking buried me, bro. Like, so honestly, y'all apologies don't mean shit to me because my heart is broken. I'm mentally devastated. I dead ass cannot like function the way that I used to function. So the only way that your apology will mean something of substance to me is if you take accountability for destroying my life, despite me not saying anything bad to y'all at all. Taking corrective action by getting yourself help and addressing why you're so angry.
It's everyone else's
and throwing
fault.
something in my Cash App, because like I said, I can't even feed myself anymore. That's an apology.
So what does any sane, well-adjusted, moral young woman who's giving advice to other people do on their time in the world today when the going gets just a wee bit tough? Well, they apparently start an OnlyFans. I am the goddess Andromeda let me just ask you guys real quick. What is with all of these women who are like in the free spirit category that always attach themselves to like some like ethereal being, some Greek mythology, astrological sign? Like, what is up with y'all? It's like you.
Hey, I don't necessarily agree with this stuff, man. Like at all. Like this type of stuff. Now, based on what I've seen, this is why it's so important to understand before you get into these type of spaces, and before you get into the corporate world, you have to understand that your digital footprint is everything. If people can go and look you up on Google, you have to be conscious about the things that you post, conscious about the things that you say, and just make sure you save some funds for a rainy day, man, because again, I don't want anybody to get to that point where, you know, they're depending on certain things and you say something that you're going to regret, you got to take back or whatever, man, and you get to this point where she's at, which from what she was saying, she can't even, you know, afford her lifestyle right now, man. That's unfortunate, man.
Void of reality, and you romanticize regarding some mythological beast and creatures, and then that was a part of your damn reality. What's so crazy is that y'all are the same women who talk shit about guys who absorb themselves in video games all goddamn day. They absorb themselves in World of Warcraft or anime or some shit like that, but y'all have your own weirdo fake fantasy shit that y'all just believe. Andromeda, Queen Medusa, King Slayer. I am the gift to men everywhere. Let's read more of this bull. Welcome to the Baddie Dungeon, my personal playland. We will learn, grow, and explore safely. Here comes the Wokey, and consensually. Can't make this shit up. This goddess oasis is safe for everyone. Grab your panties. It's about to get kinky. Listen, regarding the statement right here, I kind of thought, I'm like, why would she make all of this content talking so ill of guys? And it's probably because was trying within that to get close to women. I didn't say it in the video because I think that it's an illogical conclusion until you see that she's apparently marketing this to people who wear panties, which more often than not is women. Consider this my nympho diary, a continuous stream of demented baddie consciousness. Heart emoji. So for the lovely price of $22.22 per month, you can get access to her demented.
I'm kind of lost right now, to be honest with you. Wait, what? So this is mostly for women? Now, how did she arrive at the price of $22.22?
Demented baddie media. Now I know what you guys are asking. MTR, did you pay the $22.22 in order to report back to us with your journalistic approach and integrity? No. Hell no. I love you guys, but not that much. Ain't no amount of research integrity that exists on this planet to bathe my eyes in some bullshit like this. I did, however, and regretfully, go to her Twitter. And for folks that do not know, Twitter is actually.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And I'm kind of new to Twitter, but Twitter will allow you to post certain things. I have literally seen, man, let me see, I haven't been on Twitter in a while. I haven't been on Twitter in a minute, man, besides doing stuff for that social media that I work for. But as far as me getting on Twitter and posting something, man, listen, I have seen some things on there.
A place where a lot of these OnlyFans models advertise themselves because it's the only social media that allows complete corn.
Mm-hmm.
Building your custom home is now easier than.
Man, and they don't understand, like, you're just doing more damage, man. Like, damn, good. You're just doing more damage. Stop this mess. Going down the dang old.
Please put static all over this. No one needs to be seeing what's going on right here. But she writes up here as your dad's favorite sag, Andromeda, a goddess. It's Sagittarius season, so I'm blessed, my babes, with all the promo all month long to celebrate the birth of a goddess. Come, align your inner divine body. Now, the comments underneath this salacious OnlyFans advertisement in form of a video, while absolutely hilarious, guys.
Somebody said it. Somebody said it, man. I wasn't gonna say it, but man, listen, that don't look like nothing that fellas. You gotta be fair. Yeah, that ain't it right there. That ain't it, man.
Stop writing on her shit, all right? Just let the young lady crash out and learn from her damn mistakes. She doesn't need trolls, all right? This young brother writes, I've never seen somebody with a permanently funky look. Behave like Coretta Scott King says, y'all that ass really ruined old girl's life. How? How did anyone ruin her life besides herself? She took it upon herself to upload that content, unprofessional as it was, cussing, talking down to men, talking about therapy situations, which I would think would be a HIPAA goddamn violation, besmirching the name of a professional business. Imagine if it was your business and you had an employee that was demonstrating herself online the way that she was. It's not like she was doing this shit in private and people went into her private life and showed some private videos on her phone of her talking shit and sending it to like her boyfriend or something like that. No, it was publicly available on TikTok. Y'all can't even seem to hold women accountable even when they're completely wrong. We're to blame for this. We got this one fired from her job and now she's become a statistic. Simp! It was actually a black woman that called into her establishment to report on her internet shenanigans. Yeah.
Well. You don't say. And they steady trying to put that on us, man. That's crazy.
She pushed harmful rhetoric against black men and boys, but the alternative should not be this. White knight alert. We need to come up with better methods of accountability. Getting people fired ain't it. And of course, the responses are way more logical than that, brother, right there. She could have just got another job. Yeah, to lose a job and go directly to OnlyFans. Like what? You have a degree in something.
That's crazy though, man. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right there, guys, man. Again, I want to thank everybody that came through, showed some love, man. Been watching the content, the comments and stuff that you guys dropped. I appreciate it, man. But going back to the first video that we pulled up about Kevin Samuels, again, I ask, do you guys believe that Kevin Samuels' approach to modern day women was wrong? Do you guys believe that his approach was wrong? Just me speaking and drawing my conclusion based on all the content that I have seen from the late, great Kevin Samuels. I'm going to say this, and I stand on this. He has not disrespected, I have not seen him disrespect anybody that hasn't pushed that hasn't started off disrespecting him. Anybody that has been respectful to him, he's always been respectful back. Always. And I believe, when it came to men and him talking to men, nobody had anything to say about him, telling guys that, they need to get up on their ish, they need to get off the couch, they need to lose some weight, they need to make more money, they need to support, take care of that woman, they need to be, the man that they should be. I never heard any pushback when it came to that. Young boys reading at a 4th grade level and all of the negative things that are out there that, a lot of people, again, the shoes on the opposite foot would definitely deem that as being negative. But it's not honestly until he starts to speak and deal with modern day women that are calling into his show, asking him questions, asking questions, getting a little spiel, getting some insight on exactly who they are, their background or whatever, and just basically giving his personal opinion. I think that how he handled things was necessary. I believe that how he went about doing things, especially in the beginning, was exactly what he needed to do. Do I believe that he got a little animated at times? Absolutely. And I do understand on this platform that everybody's not going to like you. They're not going to like what you say, how you say things. They're always going to find a reason to discredit you. They're always going to find a reason to dislike your content. They're always going to find a reason to try to paint you in a certain light, which, again, once you get onto these platforms, understand this. That's going to happen. I don't care how good you are. Look at Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast philanthropy. He's out here doing phenomenal things, building wells in different countries, helping people see, helping people hear, giving people houses, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And yet, they still find a way to point and say that he is a bad guy. If people are going to look at you as being the bad guy, they're going to look at you as being the bad guy. There is no way you're going to be able to convince them otherwise. It is what it is. Regardless of your approach, regardless of how you do and say things, if people are going to dislike you, they're going to dislike you. They will find a reason. Your tone, your approach, the way that you dress, your background, your sex, your whatever. They will find a reason. But it's important that we continue to stand on our square and be the person that we're supposed to be, regardless of what people think about our approach, regardless of what people have to say about how we handle things. If you feel like you are doing the right thing and you have people behind you that's supporting you, and you have people's lives that you have changed because of the work that you have done, the conversations that you have had, then you continue to do that regardless of what people say. And I stand 10 toes down behind what I just said. All right, on what I just said. But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here, guys. Thank you guys again so freaking much, man, for tuning in. I appreciate you guys, man. Y'all don't understand how much I really do appreciate y'all, man. It has been a long freaking journey, and I'm honestly looking forward to doing more with you guys. I'm looking forward to
at Shutterstock
the switch up. We got some things that's going to be coming up in the near future, man. When I tell y'all, it's going to blow you the freak away. I'm in a process right now trying to get a lot of stuff done, and I'm not going to let y'all down, man. Y'all just stick with me. We'll keep on making this thing happen, all right? Without further ado, man, we're going to go ahead and end this thing with the sponsor of this video, man. Shout out to Ava Estelle. Continue to support, continue to use that code, man, and we're going to continue to run this thing up, all right? Y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. So today we're going to be talking about Ava Estelle. So this is actually a company that I've seen on Facebook, and they caught my eye because I've seen all the reviews actually came from people that look like me, people with that melanin skin. So I checked out their website, and they actually have over 170,000 happy customers, over 295,000 products delivered, and 4.4 stars on Trustpilot. And they give you a 100-day money-back guarantee. So I end up going with the Ultimate Body Care Set, which is the activating body scrub, the Magix cream, and last but not least, the summer body cream. So for the first step, that activating body scrub, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it and you're gonna rub it in a circular motion on your face or on your body. And after that, you're going to leave it for 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, you're going to go ahead and wash that off. So after you have washed off all of the activating body scrub, then you're going to grab the Magix cream and you're going to rub that in a circular motion onto your face or your body. And the last step is by far my favorite because it smells the best. Right after that, you're going to take the summer body cream and you're going to rub that on your face or your body. And this stuff smells amazing. And it gives you that nice glow when you step outside. and the ingredients are 100% natural. And so I've actually been using it for about 30 days now, and I can honestly see a huge improvement in my skin. Feel free to check out my channel, KD's Empire, to see a day-by-day process on how everything is going. But don't worry, there's plenty to go around. They always have sales and deals going on. I'm going to leave a link down in the description below for you guys to go check them out. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Make sure you use KD15 at checkout and you'll get a nice little percentage off. All right, guys, don't forget to click that link down below. All right, y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.